Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining another edition of the Fireside Chat. Every month, we try to bring in an inspirational nursing leader, and this is jointly hosted by Nurse India and Signia Healthcare. Thankam, of course, needs no introduction. She is the hostess with the mostess, as we like to call her, and she really breathes life into our fireside chats. Today's guest is someone very, very special, Madam Doli Biswas. For
Thank
those of us from East and from Calcutta, I don't think there's any person who doesn't know her. But I'd like to share this personal anecdote I have in an earlier avatar when I was the head of HR for another healthcare company, and we were looking for a nursing leader for our two hospitals in Calcutta. We did a market mapping, and uniformly, I think the overwhelming feedback we got was the best person to hire would be Dolly ma'am. And we did, I remember we did coerce her and persuade her really to at least come for one preliminary discussion. But of course, I think CK Birla's loss continued to be Fortis's gain. We were unable to hire her, and she, of course, went from strength to strength in Fortis. Uh, Dolly ma'am is someone who's I think who stands out with her, with her brand of humble leadership. It's very, very difficult, I think, to be a leader and be humble and be competent and have that right attitude, that learning attitude. And she really packs in all of that in that one small frame that she is. One of the most unassuming leaders, also one of the strongest leaders. And I think, we could not have had a better recipient of the President's Award for 2025. So without further ado, we'd like to unpack Dolly Biswas, her life, her career. How's the President Award? How's life changed for her, if at all, after the President's Award? And welcome on the show. Thank you for your time. And over to Thanka to kick off the magic.
Thank you, Miss Indrani. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Indrani. And Dolly, I'm going to call you Dolly. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, of course.
So, first of all, I would say I feel so proud of you
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
getting this, President's National Award. And there are very few who gets this award, especially in the private sector. So you stand out as one person out. We'll come to that later. I have known Dolly, I think, which year we met?
2010.
10. Okay, 2010. Okay. So, since when are you with Fortis?
2010, September 1st.
Wow, September.
And you know me from there.
From then, I know her, and I would just endorse what Indrani just mentioned. I have seen her as a person who is ever willing to learn new things and very committed to make sure that learning is transferred to action. And I have seen her growing from strength to strength, and I'm very proud to see Dolly, creating more leaders under her.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations for that, because that is the role of a leader, to have more leaders, and that's what we can leave behind. I always seen her as a very enthusiastic person, running all over the place, and if at all, when I reach Kolkata, she'll be all over the place. Always making things very memorable, and Dolly, hats off to you. And
Thank you so
the
much.
presidential award and all later, because that's the latest thing in your life. So let's go rewind, go back, and try to understand.
Yeah,
And why did you decide to become a nurse?
I didn't get you to become nurse.
Then, and why did you decide to become a nurse?
Okay. So, ma'am, little bit the background of my life. So, I born and brought up in Andaman Nicobar.
Oh,
And yes. Andaman Nicobar because my father used to work over there. He migrated from the mainland to Andaman. And so after that, I completed my entire schooling up to class 12, government school at Andaman. And, during that time, usually those who are the meritorious student there used to get seats, government seat to pursue their degree from mainland. Okay, so Andaman government used to have seats for those students. So I got opportunity to do engineering in few section like electronics, then civil and few, then BDS, and then my name at the top of the list was there in the nursing category. So there is one seat for the general nursing, for the BSc nursing, and I belong to the general category, and that one seat at Indore College of Nursing, I
Okay.
have got it.
Okay.
Now, when my name at the top list and one seat Indore College of Nursing, so I was when I used to go during my childhood in the hospital. Those were very small setup in Andaman. I used to see the nurses and I used to admire somehow very composed, calm, and quiet, taking care of patient. I used to like in my childhood. And when my name at the top of the list, and for the BSc nursing 4 years degree I can pursue. So my father also said, leave all those BDS or engineering, go for this. And I thought that I used to love nursing professionals in the hospital. And my father also said that you go for this. So I just never given a second thought. I took it. And and then I flew to Indore. I completed my entire 4 years BSc nursing from Government College of Nursing Indore, Madhya Pradesh. And so that's the way my journey, started. And so my desire and my father desire both has given me the
Okay.
opportunity to go ahead with nursing.
Okay. So, were you able to work in Andaman Nicobar?
Ma'am, see, as I got this seat from Andaman, so I supposed to go and report them that I have completed. That's my duty. So before that, I have to get my registration. So once I completed my BSc nursing from Indore, then I have joined in Indore with Madam Usha Ugande. I hope you know her in Chaitram College of Nursing. So she was at that time the nursing superintendent and heading the college as well as a principal. So I joined with her. That time I did not get my registration. So it was a 6 month. After that, only completion of 6 months. After that, only we were supposed to get the registration. So I joined with her as a clinical instructor at that time because that the vacancy she was having in college. And then I was doing with her. By the time we got my registration, and I was sitting in the after finishing one of the class of student, I was sitting in the teacher's room and I was turning the Indian Nursing Journal pages. So I saw there is a small advertisement from BM Birla Heart Research Center that BM Birla is calling for the cardiothoracic and vascular specialization. If you are willing to, then you can just come for the interview. So immediately, because my root is in this Bengal, my grandma, uh, she used to stay in Vardhaman district. So our main house, actually, my grandfather house. So I was having my grandma was quite ill and she was quite elderly. I was thinking if I come to Bengal, at least I could have go and see her. And I am a nurse and it's my duty to take care of her. So thinking of that, I just applied. Then Abanti madam, she was the nursing superintendent at that time in BM Birla. So ma'am, I received the letter that I have called for an interview. Immediately I booked my train ticket and I have come to Kolkata and then I attended the interview. And after that, I left back to Indore again and I was waiting for the result. And with me, another two colleagues also were there. They were the staff nurse over there. So they were from Orissa. So they also joined for the interview. But then I went back, and then I got the news that I have selected for this specialization.
Okay.
So I have to resign there. I explained Madam Ugande, and I have put up my paper there. So I just worked for 6 months with her, and then I came and I have joined for the cardiothoracic and vascular specialization at BM Birla Heart Research Center. And then I have come, that was 1997, January, my specialization started. And I have completed my specialization. And after that, once I completed 1 year, I have developed lots of confidence. Superb training, superb classes by Madam Abanti and her team, Ashima Bhattacharya, Nirmala Yadav. They were, I mean, I just can't tell you the way they have handholded. They have trained us, theory, practical, the entire case presentations, clinical conditions, and all those scientific reasons I learned from them. And Madam Gopan's class, those were just marvelous. I can't explain you the way she used to take the class. So, ma'am completed. Then I joined as a staff nurse. So right from the bedside nursing, I have started, and then after 1 year only, I have promoted as a clinical instructor there, because for this specialization course only. And after that, so I was working over there as an instructor. Then I have got promoted again after within 1.5 or 2 years as a nursing educator. And then almost it was 4 years over. Then I have to undergo the entrance for masters. That time in Bengal, West Bengal, BM Birla College of Nursing, under the guidance of Madam Abanti Gopan, started MSc Nursing, affiliated with the West Bengal University of Health Science. And at that time, even the government colleges were also not having master. So I have written the entrance and I got selected. I stood first in the entrance, and I have completed my 2 years master's from BM Birla College of Nursing under West Bengal University of Health Science. And then got the lecturer post over there in BM Birla College of Nursing. After that, I have with this, the work and guiding the students, taking the session, and we all used to play dual role, which I really learned from Abanti ma'am. Teachers means you are not supposed to be only taking sessions, classes in the classroom. Every day morning with the student, with the uniform, we used to go with the student to the clinical. And if the students are in morning duty, we were with them in the morning duty. Complete their duty. The student used to take handover. We were there for each and every patient handover. They were again giving the over to the evening staff. We were there with them. So after that, we used to come and have our lunch. And after that, we used to start classes. So, the integration of theory and the clinical, that were inbuilt in the initial stage of my career. So till now, that which is motivates me every day. Soon after the morning meeting, I rush to the patient. I attend the patient. Sometimes it is difficult for me to attend my 326 beds are there at this moment in Fortis to see all the patient with 80% occupancy or 85 sometime. But I try my best to meet as many as patients are possible. And I check my staff, whether they are performing. I interview the patient. I ask them, whenever you are giving a call bill, how much time does the nurses takes to come and listen to you. So, all those connects I continuously having with my staff. So now coming to that, so once I was promoted from lecturer to associate professor position, the clinical and theoretical part both were going very well. By the time I could remember Ma'am Abanti left from BM Birla. After that, I got a call from Mission of Mercy, erstwhile it called as a Assembly of God Church Hospital. So I got a call. They were asking me if I could join for a nursing administrator position. So I was having some desire because almost that time, 13 plus year, I was working with BN Birla. I completed my MPhil in nursing as well from Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Mahe. And then, so I was prepared theoretically, clinically. I was feeling a lot of confidence to take up this nursing administrator position. So I put up my paper. So first time it was not accepted at all from BM Birla CEO. Then again I continued one more year. Second time again I got a call from the same institute. I said now I have to leave. So I left and I joined as a nursing administrator at Mission of Mercy. So there I was heading the entire nursing team from, at the boardroom, lots of meeting every day. I was enjoying as a nursing administrator, lots of learning, independently handling the entire administration, feeling very good, very high about it. Then it was 2010. I got a call from Fortis that they're looking for chief nursing officer. So whether I'm interested. So I said, wow. Then I just looked, I heard from many of my colleagues, it's a branded organizations, very good. I said, that's a great opportunity. And Mission of Mercy was a single entity. So I thought, let me attend the interview. So that time, if you remember, ma'am, Tanka ma'am, Mr. Partho, Mr. Kumar from Bangalore. So Lata knows them very well. Lata is here connected. So I have to attend all the virtual interview. 5 setting of interview I had with them. Final interview took by Mr. Varun Khanna. So yes, Mr. Varun, ma'am, I can't hear you. You are muted.
I said Varun was heading east and west.
Yeah, east and west. So my 4 phase of interview, 5 phase of interview over. Faisal Siddiqui was heading as a facility director here. Faisal took my interview, HR head here, and then the Partho, Mr. Kumar from Bangalore, they took my interview virtually. I have to come to VC room here in Fortis Anandpur. So attended all. Final interview was with Mr. Varun Khanna. Then he has taken my interview. After that, I have got the offer letter. After that, I have to put a 1 month resignation there at Mission of Mercy. And I spoke with the CEO of the Mission of Mercy. I said that I want to change. He said that you have just come for 1 year. He came to my office, I think 4 to 5 times to talk to me, to say me, Dolly, please don't leave. I said, sir, I just want to switch to bigger organization. And this is the opportunity I got. Please allow me to leave. So anyway, he agreed, and 1 month resignation I put up. Then I came out and I joined as in Fortis as chief nursing officer.
Great.
And now I am pursuing my PhD, about to complete. So this is my career going on. So almost in Fortis, 13 plus 14 years running.
Yes.
Yes.
Very, very nice to hear. Most of the things I was aware. So I would like to know a little bit about what we don't know. So I want you to go back to your nursing student days and tell me whether you were a naughty child or you were what kind of a student you were. I mean, what was your extracurricular
So
activity?
coming to 92 to 96 of my BSc nursing phase. So ma'am, our principal, she's no more, she's ex PM Anthony, ma'am. She was the principal of Indore College of Nursing. We used to call her, my God, we used to scare to her. She was, if she stands in front of us, we were just mum. We just can't, not a single word will come out from our mouth. And our seniors were very strict with us. When you used to meet them in the hostel, in the hospital, or in wherever in college, we used to wish them in 90-degree angle. Good morning, Didi. Like this in 90-degree. If your 90-degree is not made, they will make you to do again. So you can understand the atmosphere of the college. Lot of raggings were also there. And you asked me whether I'm a naughty. I was not at all a naughty. Naughty. Very calm and quite composed, sincere from the beginning of my life, and I I was a very studious also from the beginning, and never a naughty girl.
So no, there's no story to share. I mean, was there any extracurricular activities that you enjoyed?
So, ma'am, extracurricular activities. If you I love to draw. That is one thing. In college functions, for every function I used to participate right from my school life. Dancing, singing, and drama. Such kind of activity I have always participated
Oh,
for
okay.
any kind of function. Yeah,
So
I
what
love
kind of dance
dancing.
do you do?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of dance?
Anything, Bengali dance with Ravindra Sangeet. Then I used to do bhangra and all in college. I learned it. I mean, learned from my colleagues and my roommates, college mates. They only taught. So all those things. So anything comes, I'm ready to do. But yes, if you tell me that in Andaman we were having very less scope to go ahead to like learning with the Bharatnatyam or Kathakali, all those kinds of professionals were not there. So I am not a professional dancer, but for any kind of occasions, any kind of functions, I used to take part.
Join
Yeah,
me. I am also not a professional dancer, but I love
but
dancing.
you, yeah, but you dance well and you sing also well.
I
And later
I
part,
have
I
not
learned
joined.
Ravindra Sangeet. Yeah.
Okay. We should listen to that. Would you
Oh,
like to sing a couple of lines of Rabindra Sangeet?
oh, your voice got broken. Yeah, yeah.
Would you like to sing couple of lines of Rabindra Sangeet?
Okay, okay.
I don't
Hmm.
I don't remember what is Ravindra Sangeet, so it will be
Sangeet. Yeah, yeah. So yes, if you would have told me before, I would have because nowadays hardly sitting with the harmonium. But anyway,
no
I can
problem.
sing two line definitely, but I don't know whether it will come out well or not. I will try, ma'am. চাঁদের হাসির বাঁধ ভেঙেছে উছলে পড়ে আলো ও রজনী গন্ধা তোমার গন্ধ ছবি আঁকো চাঁদের হাসির বাঁধ ভেঙেছে থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম
I don't understand Bengali. Indrani, you need to comment.
Wonderful. There, you see the heart popping.
Yes,
So if
হাসি
I were to
sounded very nice.
translate
And
it for you, it almost means Tare Zameen Par. Sitare
oh,
Zameen Par.
I think yes, there is a Tare now, Zameen Par. So, Dolly, now I'm looking at the time. So I would like, I have seen you in photos, as I already mentioned, a very committed leader and, very, very sincere. And as Indrani mentioned, very much grounded. I don't think I have ever seen you, I mean, in any other avatar than being humble. Okay. So that's a blessing. That's a blessing to remain grounded. But I'm very sure that when you manage your people, you also have to be sometimes firm with them, right? Things.
absolutely
So
absolutely
how do you balance being humble and yet being firm? Just your thought.
So, yes, ma'am. So, I think, ma'am, yeah, definitely you need to be humble as well and need to be firm with your, staff and especially with the senior lot if where you need to be a little bit of firm sometime. So, yeah, I always keep in mind that I must appreciate the people in public and criticize in private. That's the principle which I always try to maintain and follow. So if I need to be firm and I need to say something, I call the person in my office. I never shouts at the public place where patient or clinicians or entire team when they are at the clinical. Even if I see gaps, I take time and I call the person inside the room, and I become very, very strict at that time. Maybe you did not see me that phase.
Because I am not that person who will be calling the room.
Yes, ma'am. I confess that I become very strict and I say them and I try my best to make the person understand what I want actually and how it is to be, how the practice to be followed, and what is the expectations that the organizations and me and our patient have. So I make the person understand very well, and next time the person will dare to do something wrong. So that's what Dolly, maybe in front.
So,
front
so that is
yes.
slowly revealing herself a little bit to say, be aware when
Yes.
I think it is fair. It's a fair ask because the
Yes.
nurses are interested with the lives of human beings.
Yeah. I know 100% I will not get from the people, but I try my best to make them the best and to get the output as the organization and our patient desire to.
So I would like to pick on a thought that, when you started uh, in Fortis in 2010, there was a set of nurses you were getting.
Right.
Nurses who are coming today, many nursing heads will say they are not the same as before. They hardly know anything. So there's a lot of gap when they join the organization.
Right.
So everybody is trying to reinvent. So what are your thoughts? What's the difference between? I wouldn't ask you to go long way back, at least in Fortis tenure, 2010 to 2024. What is that difference and how do you manage them? Because I'm very
Yes.
curious that you had been there in the same hospital and nobody had been able to, take you away from Fortis, because you said that they did try to take you, but still you did not go. So I would like to know what keeps you grounded with Fortis and also what is that you do with the current challenges?
Yeah. So, ma'am, coming to the, as you asked that previously, the team, those who used to join the nurses, if you look back almost, 14, 15 years back. So, at that time, the opportunities were less. But if you look at now, there are plethora of opportunities. But I always say that maybe my seniors in charge supervisor, they say, oh, uh, she's poor, she's not able to understand. I said, look, you have to accept the Z's are born with the technology. Okay, they are having brighter brain. They are quite bright and they can understand. They want everything, whatever you tell them, they want the reason behind it. They want that how can you, if you're asking something to do to them, you have to justify why you are asking to do such. So you also need to be firm and strong, and you have to have answer for their queries. Then only you will be able to give them a shape and they will accept you, and they will perform what actually you need to ask to make them to do. So that is what I say. And now if you look at the present generation, uh, I know that there are some lacunas of training what we see, because when we took the training, our teachers were, handholded in the demo lab to the clinical ground very strongly. And training at the bedside, doing all kinds of procedures with the setup of the entire tray and training us, demonstrating the entire procedure, which we got were very very strong. But nowadays, when I interview them, most of them say that we did not get such kind of training. They have asked that these are mostly they only have to do their procedure with the dummy in the classroom when they were the student, and at the clinical, very less handholding they got. So I always say them to my in charge group, supervisor group, that you need to handhold them. You can't say them ये नहीं आता वो नहीं आता. How much efforts you have given for them, how much training you have given. 1 month induction or 15 days induction when they join as a novice to advanced beginner is not at all enough. You need to handhold them every moment, 6 months to 1 year. After that, you judge and you see how much they are performing. So, first you put the efforts, then only you see how much they are, whether they could capture, they could do, and you set up that this is the standard operating process which are there in front of us. You make them to study and learn, and you explain the expectation that so in Fortis we have a very robust induction program for the advanced beginner nurses, and this during this induction 1 month induction when we put them in the clinical, we have top 10 modules. What is this top 10 modules? I tell you, ma'am. Top 10 disease, top 10 investigations, top 10, treatment modalities, top 10 drug, top 10 preparations that patient require, top 10 health educations. All those kinds of module we have created under the guidance of Captain Sandhya. And we make this staff when they join to learn about. If you are in a cath lab, you must know your top 10 procedure which is going on. You must know related to the procedure another top 10 parts. And so they develop gradually the mastery of everything. Similarly, for ward, operation theater, endoscopy department, emergency department, bronchoscopy department, radiology, everywhere we have top 10 module. So we encourage the nurses to learn from them, and as well as the senior guidance. Another thing, what I do, I meet the consultant every day and I try to find out what they actually want from the nurses. I tell them, will you mind to take a class? Will you take a class if I arrange for you whatever your requirement is there or the way you want the outcome? And many people are very optimistic. They take the session, they make us, especially like diabetologists, internal medicine doctor, nephrologist, all this group of doctors. So we give them the class. We prepare 1 month rota for the in-service educations and we call them for the class. So we also get the idea that what they actually want their patient to be taken care. And with their, ideas, with their process and protocol, we develop the SOPs and accordingly we train our nurses. So unless you give them the knowledge or handle them to learn the clinical practice and you always grumble, they don't know this, they don't know that, they will never be prepared. So first we have to give them, we have to make them to attune with the practices, with the knowledge, then only they will develop that positive attitude of care. Nursing is not an easy profession. It needs lots of perseverance, lots of studies, lots of clinical practices. So I always says that your brain should know so that your eyes will be able to see. If your brain knows, your heart will say yes to care for patient and your hands will do. So head, heart and hands, these three coordination has to be there to become an excellent nurse. So that
Okay,
is what
I will add to that the legs also. Legs also. So there are a
to
lot of
stand.
peace, lot of peace have come in your explanation, the patience, the physicians, the
Yes.
the perseverance, the patience
Perseverance. Yes. Yes.
of the and
That's required.
see you cap them so very well that they want to know rationale, they want to know the why of it.
So, ma'am, when they come for interview, many advanced beginner nurses, they say, ma'am, why we want to join with you or in the Fortis? Because we heard that lots of training are taking place here and the nurses are getting well prepared so that we can face the challenges. So, unless we prepare them, they will not be able to face the challenges.
Now
I
come back
always
to you. Sorry,
empower.
I'm
Yes,
going to
sure,
stop you
sure.
in between. Now, whatever you have done for Fortis, for the nurses, great, fantastic. I think a lot of people might be, revisiting their processes, what they are doing with their nurses. That's great. One of the common complaints everybody has is time management. कि time नहीं मिलता. Everybody is so busy. So I am trying to understand from you that time nahi milta, but still you still manage to do MPhil and you're doing PhD. So where do you find your time? Tell us the secret.
Uh, Number one is the willingness,
Okay.
your positive approach. And I maintain every day my diary. I write it down what I want to do today. I I never miss to write diary so that I should not forget. And all these good practices I learned from Madam Avanti. I salute her. And I write diary so that I know I have to do today this, tomorrow this, or after 5 days this. And ma'am, but I must say that I am managing time to pursue all this thing. But sometimes people tell me that Dolly, you are still there 7:30 in your office. I said I try my best to complete my work, which I have to do today. I don't keep pending the work, so that
Okay.
if I have to bit work extra, I am okay with it because my family is settled. I don't have any tension with my family. So I can give time and I can give time for my organization. I can plan about the programs, I can plan about the presentation, project, seminar, conference, everything. And I can plan my studies as well.
So,
So
what is that fun part? What's the fun part? You're very studious. You're hardworking. You're working till 7:30. What do you do to relax? Don't tell me I
okay.
work again to relax.
So, one relaxation or stress buster that is in my life, I want to tell you that I love cooking, ma'am.
Oh,
So
something I don't like.
I love,
Okay.
I love cooking, and I prepare very different dish, and even Bengali, Chinese, South Indian. I learned, I prepare, I serve to my family members. That is one of the most important stress buster for me. One
Indrani
thing.
has put all the thumbs up going up like that. Thinking, oh, that's something I try to run away. I'm not uh, fond
I
of.
do very fast, ma'am. I do very fast all this. And that is very good. You cook and you prepare something good, and your family members say, Khub bhalo. It gives you a lot of joy. This is really a stress buster. You try.
I know cook bhalo is very nice. I when I cook, when someone says it's very nice, I tell them only for today. Don't ask me to do tomorrow. Okay, I think we are 7:40 now. We go to the most important part of this interview. Start with a very, very big and very happy congratulations for being the, National Nightingale Florence Nightingale Awardee. So we would like you to
Thank
share
you.
with us in brief that how did that journey start
Yeah.
and what all you had to do to reach the Rashtrapati Bhavan. We'll talk about it later, what happened in Rashtrapati Bhavan. But first is what all things you had to do, because so that the people sitting here, they also learn that what all things go into. I learned a little bit from the previous awardee, that was Madhavi Chikle. A little bit I knew, but personally, when you explain those things to me, I learned a lot. So would
Right.
like you to share with the people here, and the recording people can come, and so we want to have more national awardees from the private sector. You have started the presidents, and yes, for the record, Dolly has agreed to mentor if someone wants to take that journey. Correct?
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Please tell us in.
So, starting my this national award, first of all, I'd like to comment one thing. Nothing comes to you if the time doesn't comes. So my 28 years of career life I am running through. So truly speaking, before that, ma'am, I never thought of. And it was a month of October 2024. I got one call from a professor from a government college. Dolly, you did many good things. She said, why don't you apply for the national award? I said, ma'am, I never thought of. Okay, let me see. So then I saw in the INC website in month of October only it comes. She told me that it will flow. So the pop-ups and the information which has come from the INC in the website. So I read through and I have downloaded the application forms and I have gone through. Ma'am, believe me, it's a marathonic things actually. The whole your career progression, your all kinds of achievements. First of all, your the entire resume that you have to prepare very well, your CV, and then your journey right from the your I mean the collegiate life onwards till now, whatever you have done, like your total years of experience that you have to give, your throughout the career life, your entire achievements. You have done some presentations, you have published your papers, how many papers you have published, you have what all are the awards that you have won throughout your life for the paper presentation as a resource person, which all are the conferences, seminar, workshop, or anything you have done, a panel. So every certificates you have to give the copies. Documents very important there. Your evidences, if you are writing that I have done this, I have done that, it's not going to go. You have to give evidence, something you have done in your life which is very very extraordinarily got the appreciation. You have to give all those evidence. It has something which has come to newspaper or in journal
That
as an
reminds me,
article.
you had done CPR in a public,
Yes,
right?
yes.
That had come in.
So school health program, CPR, which where all you have given, you have done vaccinations, COVID-19. I have written very elaborately that one. During COVID-19, the way I have worked, helped as a COVID warrior, and arranging beds, arranging nurses. That time, so many nurses were sick. In spite of that, taking care of them, managing the hospital, managing the patients, making them to be in the hospital, healing, okay, communicating with the patient relative telephonically with video calls, arranging the entire vaccination program. So I have given a detailed COVID with the data, the entire work that I have done. Throughout my life, I have arranged many conferences, many seminar, workshop, participated as a resource person, presented paper. I have few publications. All those details I have given. Then special contribution in the society with what I have made. I have given two incidents which has happened in my life when I was going with the family, friends, and all to Kedarnath. So for the worship to Kedarnath. So during that very tough journey, over the mountains and roads while we were going. One of the with our family members, one lady who were continuously vomiting. So with this, she has undergone completely with 50 to 60 times after vomiting, she has got an hypovolemic shock and almost cardiac arrest. So I was not getting her pulse, carotid pulse. She was not breathing. Immediately with those tough road where vehicle was moving, cannot stop because back also there are many vehicles. So I was giving CPR, I was giving chest compression, mouth to mouth breathing, and I was just thinking that she should start her heart start pump should start pumping and lungs should start ventilating. I was continuously doing with my all effort, mouth to mouth breathing and compression. After that, she took a breath, and I started feeling her carotid, and her life saved. I took her to a nearby hospital. IV channel were done. The doctor who was there, IV fluids were there. Doctor said, I will not allow to go. You have to sign the bond and then only you can take. So I signed it. I said that I am there. I will look after her, but we have to go because the every plan is done. And I have taken her throughout the road. I have given her many injections. And then I took her finally. We have given all puja and everything to Kedarnath and returned back. So that was a memorable incident. I have, resuscitated a person. Then during my national award also, Manisha Dubey, she has already spoken about while I was returning from, Chandigarh to Delhi, and I took the flight at late night from Delhi to Kolkata. And when the flight started just moving on runway, there was an announcement by the crew that if there is a medical professional, please come and help. There is an emergency inside the flight. I immediately just removed my seat belt and I ran at the back. I was in front. So I went back and I saw a person who was just perspirating and she was absolutely cold and clammy skin and pulse was feeble. So I asked that, are you a diabetic? I thought that he has gotten hypoglycemic. So he said that I am having a little bit of pain here at the epigastric. And I said that, when did you have your dinner? He said 9 p.m. I thought maybe in hypoglycemia, it was 2 a.m. in it absolutely early morning. I said, might be in hypoglycemia. I asked the crew to give glucose. So I just mixed it with water and fed. He was a little bit feeling okay. I given a second of, glass of glucose water. Then he said, I'm feeling little better. And then I could feel his pulse. So pulse was a bit okay from the feeble. I could feel the pulse adequately. Then the again announcement that everybody took the seat and flight started moving. Once it started, again after a minute or 2 minutes, got an announcement, the same person, the high emergency. Again, I went back, I saw the person was lying on the aisle. And he was having severe chest pain. Then I said, get the sorbitrate. I opened the medical kit, the crew brought it. I saw sorbitrate is there. I given first one sorbitrate underneath the tongue. I saw pulse absolutely feeble, unrecordable blood pressure. BP apparatus was there, but there was no glucometer. BP, I checked the BP and there was unrecordable blood pressure. And I saw that, I was just praying the person should not collapse because it's very difficult to give cardiac massage in that, small little space. So I was just giving you take deep take breath and given a sorbitrate. After 5 minutes, again another sorbitrate I gave. And then I asked that, are you feeling a little better? He said, okay. I said, take breath, take breath. So he was feeling a little better. And then I checked again blood pressure. I got the pressure 90 only systolic. Diastolic was still unrecordable. I given little bit of more water and I asked that the passengers ecosprin deplat because I understood it is nothing but an acute myocardial infarction. It's heart attack. So we got, and two, junior two medical professional also were there. So they were also helping me. And we got the Kikosprin and Deplat. I fed that person. I administered that two medication. And then I made him to sit in that aisle itself. And he said that I can fly. I said, no way, you cannot fly at all now. No way. Almost 45 minutes over. And then passengers were also quite perturbed. At that time, they said, no, 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 ma'am, you don't allow, don't allow. So then I said, call the ambulance. Then the ambulance arrived. We just offboarded him. And then luggage part came, then all checking done. He is offboarded. Then the flight took off from there. So, these two these two, incidences, it is always will be there in my memory. So I narrated those also because something special, something extraordinarily you have done also to be mentioned, because those sections are there in that these forms when you fill up details. So your experience, your special contribution, your achievements, your awards, rewards, recognition. If you have worked in a tribal place, remote places, all those your contribution also you can give. Though I am from a very remote place like Andaman Nicobar, but I went there, but I did not work. I got a job in Nicobar initially, but I did not join there, truly speaking, ma'am, because I got simultaneously for this specialization. So I completed my specialization. I settled in mainland only, did not go back to Andaman. But if you have such kind of exposure and experience where you have conducted deliveries in a remote area, very difficult situation you faced, okay, so those things also can be given. Those who have done, many of the other people, those who have got awards, they have written such places, they have walked and they have done something, where you, if you are a poet or if you can sing, if you have developed certain lyrics or a song where with the government projects you have communicated to the village people in a form of a song, so that they will memorize it. The advantages of those projects which are there, or government is giving the benefit to the community, if you can do something like that also will be different. Means to get this award you need to have something differently, something extraordinary you need to give along with your entire journey, along with your entire contribution to the field of nursing, those details. So when I was preparing these documents, writing up, doing everything, arranging all my certificate, whatever till now I have attended, did every certificate I have kept in the file. So sometime my husband, my son used to say, Ma, why are you keeping all this thing? I said, this is, my achievement. I have to preserve it. I loved it. But you see, ma'am, I got the what a great benefit of it. If I wouldn't have saved all those right from my BSc nursing status, right from student status, today I wouldn't have submitted all those to achieve this award. So you do your karma, fruits will come to you. That is what I believe.
Do your karma, save your certificates. Very important, because I don't know, in my I have stopped, I have not even saved many of the certificates since many years now. But for all the future awardees, do your karma the best, but
Yes,
remember to save your certificates. Remember
yes.
to save all the paper clippings. Yes, very
Yeah,
important, right?
and government project, if you have worked, if you have written books, if you are like I have written syllabus or post basic BSc nursing of this IGNO, then critical care specialization syllabus in IGNO, part of few chapters. So, all those are your achievements. So I have given all those as well.
Very
You
good,
know,
very good. Very well deserved, Dolly. Thank you so
and
much.
along with that, one more thing, you need a recommendation letter from your either a medical head or your facility director, because that, yeah, that you need.
Have given. But is it also important that it has to go through a government channel, West Bengal?
Ma'am, now once you collected your everything, you have done all the work as per the laid down criteria. Now you have to do speed post. So I did speed post. I arranged everything. And so only one day were remaining to speed post. So I said to my husband that, will you do for me speed post, because I don't have time. I have to attend my meetings and lot many work. So he said, you did so much. Let me do the speed post. So he just posted speed post only you have to do, not courier, right?
How many kgs? How many kgs it was?
This much it is.
I am sure
So
all the certificates and everything would have.
yeah, everything Xerox you have to give evidence. Without evidence, they will not accept anything. So now speed post to be done to the Ministry of Health of your state
Oh,
first. So once you did that, then you're in the Ministry of Health. There are the Secretary of Health and Family Welfare, Director of Health Service, Deputy Director of Health Service in Nursing, Register of Council, so many other people. That's the committee. Now they will scrutinize. You don't know anything after speed post. You don't know what is going to happen. So
okay.
now once they will do all the scrutiny, after that maybe if okay everything, then they will send to Ministry of Health of Center. So it
Okay.
has passed through. Then I got a call on 11th of May that congratulations Dolly from Indian Nursing Council. Madam Bharti called me. Congratulations Dolly. You have selected for the National Florence Nightingale Award. So first, your state council, a state, ministry has to approve it. Then they will only send to the center. After that, again, you have to, I think, undergo the selection criteria. After that, they will
Right.
nominate. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That has made it very, very clear to all the attendees here about how to go about applying for, National Florence Nightingale Award, and it is open. And Dolly, this is the second time I have seen someone from the private sector getting. And Dolly, you truly deserve it. It's thank you for sharing all the requirements and your story. You made it very, very clear to everyone that how to go about in case if you're interested. But yes, please don't forget one mantra: do your karma but save your certificates and all the paper clippings, because if you don't have all those things, then it is difficult to apply, right? Because you need things. So I'm looking
Yes.
at the time. It's 7:59. Indrani, should we move on to the quick round? Or
Yes, we can do that. Just one question I must ask, Dolly ma'am, that you've described the process about the journey into Rashtrapati Bhavan beautifully. Can you just, maybe in a snapshot, share your experience of being at Rashtrapati Bhavan and
Ma'am, it
accepting?
was a wow experience. It was unbelievable experience. One day prior, actually 2 days prior, I had to reach. On 28th May, I reached there in Delhi, and the people were standing at the airport. From home to back home, they provided everything. It was a excellent experience. So car arrived, big car. Me, my husband, two people can accompany, family member. All three of us went to boarded in flight, and from the airport also people were standing with our name plate, so we got in the car again, and Ashok Hotel, our accommodation, which was been there, the INC people welcomed there, received, and inside the room. And then next day the bus took us to the Indian Nursing Council auditorium, and there also we got a received by the people those were there. And then we got to rehearse. We have seen the previous videos and all. After that, the next day on 30th May morning, we have to get ready with all our attire and everything, and went to the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The red carpet on that we started working on, and then we sat inside the Bhavan. We got again the announcement, the guard, the the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the bodyguards and all, they were there, the people there, those who explained us how we have to approach, how we have to go, how we have to walk, we have to stand, how we have to say namaste, how we have to look at. hard. We should not look here and there. We should not wear something which will make noise. Our kangan and all, our stud, ear stud. We should not wear big, chain or something which will make noise, or two, three. We should not wear pile. Okay, we'll make chum chum. Nothing, nothing. It's a solemn occasions. We have to be absolutely, look professionals, dignified. And then we sat, and then Rashtrapati Mahoday ji arrived, Draupadi Murmu ji arrived. So we all have to stand. The drum, bugle, everything started making sound, and then we stood, and national anthem begins. And then once it got over, she took the seat. After that, after that, immediately Manisha Dubeji, she started announcing one by one. So our citation read through. We have to stand. JP Nadda ji, Anupriya Patel, they were from the Ministry of Health. Jadav ji, they all were there. Our family members all were sitting. Many dignitaries were there from the Indian Nursing Council, from 10 Nursing Association of India, from RML Hospital, from Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, from AIMS Delhi. Many people were there in a very high positions. They all were accompanied. So then one by one call. So when I arrived and I went, my citation got over. Second time when name read, so I went to her. She just said one word, "Congratulations, Dolly." So I just said thank you. Then she put the medal and she has given the certificate. How we have to look at the camera. So when I took my certificate, so my husband and my son, they have to stood up and they have to clap like this. That also been said by them only, and they did that. So you can see, if the video, if you play, you can see that my husband and my son both were standing and clapping. And then I have to look at the camera, so the photograph will be there. After that, I'll go and take the seat. After that, the once the ceremony gets over, then we have taken to another hall. That was excellent, beautiful hall, and there we took our seat. So name when it written, and then Draupadi Murmu ji, she arrived. Then we took the photograph. So group photograph. Then Javed ji and Anupriya ji, everybody were there. After the photograph, then she came to us. She said that आप लोगों की ये जो भावना, सेवा के प्रति जो भावना, ये महत्वपूर्ण है. आप लोग जो ये अच्छे जो काम किए हैं, इसको हमेशा करते रहिए. So this will bring lots of pride to you. I'm proud of all of you and congratulations to all of you. इतना ही वो बोली, ज़्यादा नहीं. Then she left. After that, we have gone to another big hall, beautifully decorated, and there the tea, high tea with the family member, everything were there. So we took the high tea and everything with family member. JP Nadda ji, Anupriya ji, they all were there. Once that got over, then we have given all round of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The entire Bhavan they showed us with the guide. And after that was awesome experience, Indrani. It was awesome. Means it's a beautiful part. I mean, which I experienced in my life. Everything they have showed, and then from there by 2 o'clock we went to TNAI. Again a felicitation followed by lunch with the family member by TNAI headquarter at the TNAI headquarter. After that, went back to Ashok Hotel. 6 o'clock again we have got ready in Shamrat Hotel. There were dinner and felicitation by Indian Nursing Council. So that was done. Then at 10:30, returned back to Ashok Hotel again. And next day, the entire city tour, Delhi city tour, that was arranged. But I said I have seen Delhi number of times, so I just took the return ticket. Before only it was booked, and we have returned back. Overall, it's a lifetime experience. Thanks to the Almighty God that I have got this experience to my life.
What a
That is what I
cherished
say.
moment. What a cherished moment.
Yes,
Wonderful.
I will cherish throughout my life.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I
I
think,
had
Thankam, it is on that note that we should end. It's a very solemn moment. What do you say? Do you want me to go for
I
the rapid fire?
We can. I just wanted to say I had at least I was lucky when I was in Fortis. I had gone to the Rashtrapati Bhavan to attend the out.
Ceremony.
So I went,
Yes.
and then same day I attended the TNAI felicitation also. And
Very
so at
nice
least that is one experience that I have.
experience you had. Yeah.
True.
And
Very
I'm
nice.
sure it is very different when you are receiving the award. That is a totally different thing.
That's a very
But
different moment.
I can feel the emotions, and I'm so very proud of you, Dolly. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am.
All are very
Thank
proud
you
of
so
you.
much. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Before
I
we
think we
wrap
will
up,
end then with the
rapid
rapid
fire.
fire round. So, Dolly, this is about, just a one word answer or whatever comes first to your mind. Okay. So, are you a morning person or a night owl?
Morning person.
What time do you get up in the morning?
I get up now 6 a.m.
Okay. Are you a beach vacation person or a mountain getaway person?
Beach vacation.
Coffee, coffee or tea or cold drinks?
Tea. Tea.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh my God. Three Idiot.
Ah, okay. And hobby, of course, you
And
mentioned
one
cook.
Bengali movie.
Which
Bengali
one?
movie. Uttam Kumar and Suchitra Sen movie. Sagar, that name is Sagarika. Actually, Sagorika, ma'am. আপনি দেখেছেন কিনা I really don't know, but that was an awesome movie which I
Uh-huh.
enjoy.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Hobby, of course, you mentioned cooking and drawing, but is there anything that we still don't know about Dolly?
I love reading Bengali novel. I
Wonderful.
enjoy. I love reading that. Yeah.
Who's your favorite author?
Obviously, Rabindranath Tagore.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, on that note, I think we have really unpacked Thankam. Thanks to you and thanks to Dolly for your time and for really unraveling your entire experience and distilling your life to us in a 60-minute capsule. I think
thank
this is a beautiful YouTube video recording that will be there and so packed with information, packed with
you so much.
learnings. Wonderful. Thank you very, very much. And thank you, Thankam. As always, you brought life into our fireside chat.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Thank
Indrani.
you, Tanka ma'am. Thank you, Indrani ma'am. Both of you.
There are
And thank you
so
to the lovely
many,
audience.
so many
Yes,
who have
definitely.
congratulations, and now difficult to read all of them. They all are motivated. They all are saying that you deserve every iota of the award that you received, and God bless you. Continue to shine and grow and make others grow. God bless you, and take care and love you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks to my colleague, my friends, my ma'am Avanti. Uh, Thank you
Madam,
so
Madam
much.
Ugande also is here.
Ma'am Ugande,
Yes,
I
she's
am not sure Sandhya madam joined or not. So thank you so much.
here. Is
They
the
all are having great contributions to my life and they have prepared me. And so
great.
today I am here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, and take care. Bye bye. See you
Bye
in
bye.
another
Bye
Fireside
bye.
Chat.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Everybody
Thank you.
loves you. Thank you. Bye
Thank
Thank
bye.
you.
you.